This is about lining the pockets of people who are already very well off. It's not going to mean cheaper food for people trying to buy a bag of chips in a place like Supermax here today.
On this day, employers, including fast food giants like Supermax, like Abracababa, are standing in the High Court challenging the Catering and Employment Regulation Order. If that challenge is a success, it has a detrimental impact on the wage rates and conditions of restaurant workers.
We are here today to protest the Quick Food Service Alliance to stop their attack to our wages. This is so important for us because if they win this case, our lives and our families' lives and thousands of other people's lives under the JSC will be miserable. Because of that, we have to stop this act.
This is not just about restaurant workers. This is not just about workers in the restaurant industry. This is about every single worker across the country. It's about a tax on minimum wages in the retail sector and every other sector that exists out there. This is time now for people to organise together and to fight back.
A strike against one is a strike against all, and unless we all adapt that attitude, they're going to pick off the weakest first, and these workers are weak, these workers are low paid, and they need to be protected.
I'm come here because I'm a worker restaurant, I'm a chef. I'm worried about the cut of our weight. That is not fair. And I'm a single mother, I have 3 daughters to take care.
This is a very basic attack on the lowest and most vulnerable workers in the state. And here we have a group of high profit-making companies going to the High Court to ensure, from their perspective, that they continue to make the big profits and that they lower to the very, very minimum those who work in their industries. It couldn't be more stark, it couldn't be more discriminating, and it couldn't be more unequal. So from our point of view, this is a really basic fundamental issue for the trade union movement.
The reason why we're supporting the action today is this fight is our fight. Cleaners and restaurant workers are fighting together to protect their wages that are under threat from employers. So we're going to stand shoulder to shoulder with restaurant workers.
The employers are seeing the current recession as an opportunity to attack workers' terms and conditions. I'm a trade union organiser with the National Union of Journalists, and a victory for these fast food workers is important for the struggles that the NUJ has at the moment to protect our workers' terms and conditions of employment as well.
So for a recession to be used to drive people further into poverty is just not acceptable. I think it's very important for people to be able to stand up and support their rights, to be able to have a decent income for their work.
The food giants who are making a lot of profits are challenging the very, very system that protects the lowest paid workers in this country, and we've got to take a stand on this because this is a race to the bottom.
Joint labour committees are extremely important, primarily to low paid workers, but it allows workers, employers to come together to set the terms and conditions for workers in the industry, and it's a good thing for workers and employers both.
Workers are asking to have their voices heard today. They're saying we have taken a hit already in the recession, we can't take much more. We're talking about an industry that's already low paid and an attack on the JLC rate of pay which will not reduce much the cost of a meal for consumers. It's a needless attack on workers' rates of pay and conditions.
The importance of this cannot be overestimated. When there are small people that stand together, they are loud, they are big in numbers. All we have to do is look to the Davenport Hotel, where we had 5 brave women who took on the might of the O'Callaghan group and won their case and were vindicated by the Labour Court. And we have every confidence that if workers in the fast food industry stand together, we'll take on the likes of the Supermax behind us, we'll take on the Burger Kings and the Eddie Rockets and anybody else that wants to stand in the way of workers' rights, and we'll defeat them.
Stay fast!